The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Arizona defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the JAX and a first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Award that tackle for loss to the safety, Budda Baker.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit. Throwing on 2nd down. Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, center.
Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now 2nd and 9.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko, come on.
Lawrence will throw. Quick slant to Brown. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
A little juke. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on.
On play action, it's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. The Cardinals at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they're up for the fight. They are really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now. And I would not want to face them come playoff time.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, it's Benson. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 3. Here comes Benson on the toss right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Omaha.
Throwing now is Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
In motion left comes Brown. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
A gain of 14. First down, Jaguars. Lisa 24. That's on.
ETN up the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cody Simon in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be first and goal from an ideal position.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. From the shotgun, Lawrence looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Another shot from the one on second and goal.
Easy, Ralph. Focus, all right?
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Bigsby will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Two good drives on their first two possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. Here's Murray. Pass complete there to Harrison. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
This now a 3rd and 4. Murray now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. but I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
All right, let's go. Go, let's go.
In motion right is Thomas. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Lisa 24. Hey, Soko, high.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Brown goes in motion left. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
13 Luke. Hey, Ginger. Jack.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Play action. Now it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Murray going to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. To throw, it's Murray. This is taken in by McBride. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give up the middle with Benson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. First carry for James Conner. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now they'll come out now in an empty backfield. 5 receivers split out. 2nd and 7. To throw is Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Murray now to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
A beautiful fake. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
All right, let's go. Next side.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Lawrence will throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They run over center with Benson. Now the ball comes loose. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Murray going to fire this out to Harrison. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
A give left side for Benson. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Murray. He bootlegs it. A short one here, caught by McBride. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. This is 2nd and 8. Now Murray. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jaguars will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Hey, Ginger, touch!
Now Lawrence. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Hey, easy, route, done, this is hot. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. And this one too low.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now a 2nd and 10.
Rip, 23. Hey, Ginger, touch.
Now Lawrence to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
On the red. Done, this is hot.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing now is Murray. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Murray. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And they'll be set up in great starting field position here as that's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Ron.
Lawrence. To Allen on the dump off. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Third and 2.
These are 24.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he is going to have a Jags first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. On play action, Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Lawrence will try again after the pick six. He's going to float this one deep right side. That is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Murray. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Here's Lawrence. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Straight ahead, Etienne. Down the left sideline. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Lawrence now going to move him around. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's a give to Etienne. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Lisa 24. John, this is hot.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, Lion. Hey, kill.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Red. Hey, Soko, it's a hike. Hey, kill. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. Boy, it's such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Hey, easy. Route. This is hike.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second and 10. Murray now. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll go again with Benson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
To throw, it's Murray. That's caught by Harrison, right side. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6. Murray going to throw. This is taken in by McBride. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Y'all gotta pardon my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr., his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nifty move. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. In motion goes Patrick. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's 3rd and 7.
11. Hey, run.
Lawrence will throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Caught by Wilson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is counter. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now 2nd and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Second and 5.
Hey, Lion, Lion. Lion, this is up.
And they'll go again with ETN. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Lawrence changing the play. ETN up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a toss left side for Benson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Another run here with Benson. Flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Murray now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Murray. And he's got it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Lawrence. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They go play action now. Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. B.J. Ojulari in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Logan Cook now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
On first down, it's Benson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. He completes it to Hunter. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Rip, 23.
Now Lawrence. It's complete to Brown, right side. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's go. Think right.
A handoff for Etienne. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Hey, pincher.
Now Lawrence. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. He'll try to do it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Yard line, 2nd and 9. A give up the middle with Benson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Here's Murray. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run over center with Benson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
I like the call there, because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Cards, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, It's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.